So 2 weeks ago, when I posted a content about how to write content that start helps us start conversation, I got this question saying like, what are some ways to create content like this? So like there are a lot of ways to create content like this. Like for example, personal stories. I see a lot of small business owners posting personal stories, and they get a lot of traction because of that. But the main problem that they do is like personal stories that are unrelated to the service that they provide, because when you post a content that is unrelated to the service you provide, it attracts a lot of audience, but uh, we don't have any use of the audience or the traction that you built. Okay. For example, if you post a content about a person story, about your person story, about a transformation. Okay, for example, if you are an e-commerce business owner who helps other people, other 9 to 5 people, go from the transformation of a 9 to 5 employee to a e-commerce business owner, and you post content around a person story about how you went from being in a 9 to 5 to starting a e-commerce business. That's a person story that that relates to the service you provide, so that people who react are might be having the dream of the same. Okay, so when you start conversation with these people, it will be like a good conversation, and most of the time these people will have the problems that you solve. Okay, so personal stories only related to the service that you provide, or only related to the transformation that you provide, is the content that you need to post. On the other side, super niche strategies. For example, I used to write content based on chat gpt's responses of what are the problems that my target audience face. And what this leads is like, you start to give advices that are very like surface level, and it doesn't really resonate with your audience. For instance, if you start a conversation solely based on a conversation that you had with the client, for example, this type of content is a question from my target audience. So when I create content around this topic, it resonates to a lot of audience having similar questions like this. Okay, so first start a conversation with a prospect, understand their problems, and when you create a content around that one, it will be easy for you to resonate with a lot of audience. And when people react to these posts, it's like a mini hand raiser saying, I'm having this problem also. Okay, and on the other type of post is like top of the funnel content. The top of the funnel content, I see a lot of content about their parents, about their family, about their business, everything. But in my view, the ultimate goal of the top of the funnel content is to put a like a start with the dream outcome that most of your target audience have, and then you attract a lot of audience from it. And when from the next day, when you start creating content around the specific problems that you solve, people stay for the problems that you solve, because they are facing the same problem in their lives. So you attract a lot of people around the dream outcome, because everyone have the same outcome. People who sell e-commerce businesses, people who sell landing page services, people who sell like LinkedIn services, everyone have the same outcome of, like, let's say $10,000 per month. But when it attracts a lot of attention truly. But when you start creating content then about super specifically around the service you provide, people stay for that type of content. And then what you can do is, when you start conversation with them, it will be easy, because they stayed because they are facing that type of problem. Because if a person shares a dream outcome top of the funnel content, and then he starts posting about landing pages, I might not be able to resonate with the content, because I don't have the problem of landing pages. But if someone does a content about LinkedIn services, or the problems or the strategies on LinkedIn, I might be able to stay for the content, because I'm facing, or I was facing the problem in the past. Okay, so top of the funnel content, attract with the big dream outcome and then make them stay with the super niche content. Okay. And lead magnets, lead magnets are like the famous on LinkedIn. It's like saying like it's like a mini hand raiser saying I might be having I'm having a problem and I might need a solution for this. So also creating lead magnets then and there will also help you, like will have a will make you like giving a lead magnet to a prospect, okay, and then leaving it for them. And when you start a conversation, when you start a conversation with them, you have this pre-built trust among them because they have something from you. Okay, so this also helps you to start conversation. So posting content around personal stories that only provide the transformation that you provide with your service, and super niche strategies from the conversation that you have with your prospects, and top of the funnel content that only um, attracts a lot of audience from the dream outcome and then makes them stay for the for the little strategies or super specific strategies around the service you provide. And lead magnets that shows the mini hand raiser in the future, you can easily use them to start conversation, are like are some of the ways to create content like that helps you to start conversations. So the ultimate goal is every post should be aligned towards one goal, and of solving the problem of the prospects. No matter it's like you can post birthday post, you can post stories about your parents, but the ultimate goal is to address the pain point or the problem that the prospects face, so that when people react to the post, uh, you are pre-qualifying them of having the problem. Okay, thank you.